Pardon the interruption, but I'm Franco Saletta. Jake, the LSS is reporting that 76% of law students admit to taking pizza from a lunchtime session without actually staying for the session.
I remember that survey. I sent my answer in 78 times somehow.
Oh!
I mean, Franco, who hasn't done that? Why do I have to sit through an hour of refugee law to get a slice of pepperoni? Welcome to PTI, boys and girls. On today's episode, UVic takes back the Slaughter Cup, the Law Center reigns supreme at curling, and Dean Jeremy Weber shares his musical talents with the school. But we begin tonight with Skit Night 2015, hosted by John Bullock, Steve Wibbs, and Jen Ball. Franco, will this turn into another installment of The Bullock Show?
I don't think so, Jake. John Bullock is always a major player at law school events, but I think his co-hosts will share the spotlight tonight. Jen Ball already gives John a run for his money at Facebook notoriety. And well, Steve Wibbs, what can you say? He's already on coke. If anything, I think John Bullock is at risk of being overshadowed tonight.
Franco, I agree 100%. In my mind, Steve Wibbs is a huge wild card tonight. Last year, he gave a 3-minute admissions committee campaign speech that made an audience of 90 law students, ourselves included, laugh so hard that we forgot why he was even talking. Steve was just using humor as an incidental tactic then. Tonight, it'll be his primary aim.
Jake, what do you expect from the audience tonight? Skit Night 2013 had a jolly crowd that was eager to have fun and be entertained. Skit Night 2014 sported the now infamous, aggressively inebriated audience that left all civility at the door of the Metro Theater.
Franco, I expect a carryover from 2014. The Wennells this year are out of control. Any illusions of a polite or civil audience are just that, illusions. The performers and the host need to be ready for anything tonight.
No, Jake. You're mischaracterizing enthusiasm and high spirits as aggression and negativity. Skit Night 2014 was plagued by antagonism, not engagement. The Wennells bring energy, not judgment. Just wait and see. We're in for a really fun and positive audience tonight.
We now turn to the 32nd annual Slaughter Cup. Franco, this Slaughter Cup was a huge success for our school on multiple fronts, right?
Jake, absolutely. UVic, of course, held home field, and we won our second Slaughter Cup in 3 years. More importantly, though, the game brought out huge numbers of supporters. It was certainly the best attended game I've been at.
Could not have said it better. Very proud moment for Fraser High. I want to raise the TRU game for a minute, though. TRU just obliterated the UBC UVic coalition. Franco, you were coaching this game. Shed some light on what happened.
Jake, coalition is a gross overstatement. There were more UBC players playing for TRU than there were for UVic. I haven't seen players switch sides quicker since Russia in World War II. But I don't want to talk about the negativity. I want to talk about the players we had on the field. I haven't seen such heart since the end of Braveheart. I'm talking warrior poets, Jake. Warrior poets. We now turn to what's the word? Jake, the 2015 UVic Bonspiel was what?
It was patriotic. Most of Canada excludes us from their conception of real Canada. You know, real Canada is where it's winter for 7 months of the year and cities don't shut down because of 2 inches of snowfall. But the Bonspiel let us join real Canada, at least for a day. You tell me something more Canadian than getting your community together for a tournament where everyone is either curling, drinking, or yelling at all times.
It was redneckish. We didn't drink wine, we drank beer. The beer wasn't some fancy microbrewed Belgium IPA. It was good old-fashioned Canadian Bud. And we didn't go to some fancy uppity club or pub for an after party. We went to the Duke, a country bar dragged out of Grand Prairie. The quinoa, green lentils, and kale smoothies were nowhere to be found that night, Jake.
We finished today's episode with a shout out to UVic Law's 40th anniversary celebrations. Franco, you and I both unfortunately missed the open house But the big news from that night was our own Vice President, Mikey Williams, sharing the stage with our own Dean, Jeremy Weber. Franco, what does an act like this mean for our school?
Jake, I think it means a lot. It's always significant to see student and faculty leaders come together in social settings. Law is a profession and an academic discipline, but UVic Law is, and always has been, a close-knit community. This community is what the UVic difference is all about. It's the heart of our school. Acts like Mikey and Jeremy sharing the stage in front of students, faculty, and alumni remind us of this.
Well, on that beautiful and inspirational point, we are out of time, boys and girls. We'll try to do better next time. I'm Jake Axelrod.
And I'm Franco Saletta. See you tomorrow, knuckleheads.
Good night, Canada.